Welcome back. House prices in Sydney and Melbourne could fall up to $100,000 over the next 12 months as the federal government's changes to housing tax policy take effect. Meantime, new research shows more than half of Australians support lower house prices, but auction clearance rates fell last week to a 6-year low. Joining us this afternoon on the debrief to discuss this and plenty more today, Madeline Larson from Triple M in Brisbane and Josiah Sharla from 101.9 The Fox in Melbourne. Good afternoon to both of you. Maddie, I'll start with you. This situation would depend on where you are right now. For you, like so many young Australians right now, you are trying to get into the red-hot property market. This is good news for you if prices come down, isn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. For me and many of my friends, it's the Australian dream is almost dead. It's something that people don't even daydream about these days. The average price of a home in Australia is above $1 million. If you want a 20% deposit, that's 200 grand. So any bit that it goes down is good news if you're trying to enter the market. I would say, though, it's not good news for friends who have just bought one of those $1 million homes because they would probably be the only group to lose out. If you think about the older generation that may have owned their home for decades, again, it's not going to impact them too much. But I think this is really welcome news. I still don't know how the 100 grand less is going to help me, though. Wages seem to be a big component here. We know that just last year, the average price of a home was 14 times the average annual wage. Back in 1975, that was 4.5 times the average wage. So can I afford a home even when it goes down 100 grand? Unfortunately, I can't. And I know another lot of friends are in a similar position, some of us even skipping meals just to try and save a penny or two.
Yeah, it's the really disappointing reality for so many people right now. Madeline, well said. Josiah, regarding this price decrease, there is also a concerning school of thought for many young Australians who were able to actually buy their property and cop all the increases in interest rates. There is the real concern in some circumstances there could be negative equity, which means they're actually owing more now than their house is worth or apartment worth if it continues to fall price-wise.
And that's what young people are feeling at the moment, Tash, with the house price. It feels like an impossible task to get in unless you're on ridiculous money or you and your partner combined. So, yeah, it is a problem at the moment. We're also seeing a flood of, people coming from overseas, not enough houses. I believe that is a bigger problem than what's happening right now, because I do believe it's a bit of a correction what is happening. A little bump back before we go forward once again.
Yeah, it's so hard for so many people. Moving on this afternoon, a French television presenter who slammed a Belgian football player for his decision to leave the World Cup for the birth of his first child has been taken off air. Now, the presenter questioned why the winger would leave football's biggest game, saying, now I'm quoting the presenter here, saying, "You're living out a childhood dream, yet you're going to walk away from it all to attend the birth of your child. A disgusting moment, if you'll pardon the expression, where the dad is completely useless." Madeline, is this too far?
Yeah, I think those comments are too far, and I agree with that TV presenter being suspended in this situation. I think society's come a really long way in understanding how vital the role of a father plays in a child's life, and I also think it would be a massive life milestone for him to be there for the birth of his first child. Yes, the World Cup's important, but so is his child, and really ultimately it's up to him to make that decision as to where that stands, but I'm sure also the mother would love to have him there too.
Yeah. Josiah, other people have come back saying, look, freedom is about choice. If he wants to attend, if he doesn't want to attend, isn't that up to him?
Yeah, Tash, I think we're missing the key part of this story was his first child. I wouldn't have missed the birth of my first child, but I reckon a lot of parents, second, third, fourth.
You can't say that.
Surely.
Josiah, where are you in the family? Are you a first?
Yeah, of course I am. That's why I'm saying it. No, I would never miss it. It was the greatest moment in my life as well. And we all know us, man. It is very important that we're there, cut the cord, motivated, did heaps, did so much. So, it's a special moment.
You do so much. Anyway, finally this afternoon, public toilet design is under fire, with one writer slamming modern innovations as confusing, with users often unable to figure out exactly how to activate those taps, soap dispensers or hand dryers. Go back to the basics, don't you think, Maddie?
No, I have to disagree with you.
Oh, no.
I find this ridiculous to even complain about. As someone who does not like germs, I love having to touch the least amount of surfaces as possible. Also, I really enjoyed when they brought back hand sanitizer during COVID. I think that was a good thing. But no, I'm all here for the public toilet sensors, so I don't have to touch a tap handle.
Josiah, take away from the, hygiene of it to be hygienic. This is too complicated, isn't it? Life is tough.
Do you know, I actually think we overcomplicate things too much in Australia. I think that's obvious. But when you go to Europe, America, other places, even Asia, how do we not have the bidet here in Australia? It's so simple. It just seems so... I don't know why it hasn't been normalised in Australia. So, back to basics, Tash.
That's the big question. Why don't we have a bidet? Okay, we really appreciate you joining us, Maddie and Josiah. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Tash.